Hello everyone, it's Pastor Lon, Homestead and Pastor Robbie Lynn out here. Wanted to show y'all what a mess our
jungle.
Our garden, summer garden, most everything's given up. But wanted to kind of give you a tour of this, and we're gonna get in here and clean all this stuff up and get ready to plant our fall garden. So, Miss Robbie Lynn, you want to explain a little bit of this?
These are my Luffa Cores, and I'm probably gonna just leave. I won't tear these out. I'm gonna leave them until they dry out. I don't want, because I still got some little ones coming too. This is the first year I've grown these, so I'm gonna try to make some Luffa sponges out of them. See this little one right here?
Oh yeah.
Crooked one right there, and look at this baby one right here.
Yep.
And there's one even smaller.
Yep.
I hate to get rid of them because they have such pretty flowers, and in the morning time I can look over the greenhouse there and see those yellow blooms sticking up.
Oh yeah.
From over there. Well, I'm gonna leave them a little bit longer at least until they dry out a little bit, and I still got some peppers right here. I'll probably leave them until, I've heard some people say you can overwinter the peppers. I'm not sure, but pumpkins. I got pumpkins.
Man, they running everywhere.
And I planted Seminole Pumpkins and I planted the Cherokee Tan, and they're so similar that I can't tell them apart. But I've cleaned out all these buckets pretty much. That was where squash and potatoes and stuff like that were, and I'm gonna take this tower up on the patio and grow me some greens during. Hopefully I can go through the whole winter and grow me some lettuces and greens and all. But
see, our blackberries and raspberries have given up, of course.
I'm going to be moving them out to the fruit orchard.
Yeah.
That's a mess in there.
Yeah, that's a mess in there. We got to get in there.
The elderberry tree that came up from a root where we had one out here.
We're going to dig that up and transplant it. Because it's maybe in the future, maybe hard to get your hands on some elderberries, and if you do, they'll be backlogged or back ordered, and they'll be very expensive.
See, I got all kinds of green punk, and I hate to cut them up, but I'm gonna have to. I can't let them they're going mad in here.
Yep, they're running crazy.
And I didn't plant any pumpkins from here back. I planted no pumpkins. They were all over there in the grow bags, and maybe 3 right there.
They've pretty much taken over the whole garden.
Yep.
And we just cut some off right there. We're gonna keep right here.
So you still got from little babies right here, and then you got the ones that are, we missed one right there.
Yep.
They're just everywhere, the pumpkins are, but I'm gonna have to get rid of them. I can't let them. The only thing I could do is like get them out the beds, but I mean I don't want to walk through them anyway.
Another little one right there. There got something boring a hole in it.
Yep. The longer you leave them, the pests are gonna get them anyway.
Yep.
I've got a good many. I've already got some out the big garden, so, and these are where my beans, we'll pick them, pluck them out and
plant something else in there. Look how these
whole
beans done. They run like crazy on that trellis. On those 2 hog panels we made a trellis out of.
Have to pull these off and feed them to the goats. But then all my flowers have gone to seed. I'm gonna pull those up and I usually just let the seeds fall and don't have to worry about replanting them next year. But all these beds right here that you see with the pallets, and I'll cut my all these herbs back, and then I got those 2 big square beds out there that I'm gonna put in here.
These are what she's talking about. We're gonna bring those and put them inside here once we clean up this and plant whatever she wants to plant in it.
That's gonna be my herb.
And here's everybody else. Everybody's got some of these favorite pests. Look at there.
It's crazy.
Yep. If they were the size of humans, they'd already been taking over the world. I'm a firm believer of that.
There's some more green pumpkins over there.
Yep, some more green pumpkins.
But like I say, I'll probably leave those loofahs since they're on the fence. They're not coming in here really.
And they plenty of those. Yeah. They hanging everywhere. Matter of fact,
to make use some of them to make some soap. Put in my soaps. Yeah,
Look at them.
I'll probably leave those.
Look at them hanging right there.
Because I can still use this bed even though they're on top.
Yep.
So here it's coming down.
The tomato plants, got to pull them up. They've already given up.
Come through here, you can see the grow bag and how well they didn't do. I didn't like the grow bags. I have watermelons in it and pumpkins and
I personally think the main problem with the grow bags is it gets so dry so quick.
the water runs straight through.
It runs straight through the
If I
bag.
had like a I tried to find the plastic.
A tray to put underneath it.
I
Yeah.
couldn't find any big enough. So
To hold the water more.
if I do them next year, I'll have that up under them because I mean I had to water them every day and it just done no good. So by the time the sun hit them the next day, they were dry. So that was a no-go, but I might try something
But as you can see,
different in them.
there's still some blooms on those pole things right there.
Oh yeah.
Look right where did I just see them at? Right there.
Bean.
Look at it.
I just picked beans yesterday out in the big garden.
And then see they got more blooms coming right here.
I might just leave them and see what they'll do until the frost.
Hey, we'll pick them.
I mean, they're not in my way.
As long as they keep bearing, we'll keep picking them.
Yep. Some more up there.
Yep.
Here are our Guinea Winnies.
Yep.
I need to get back out here. I guess I'll
You pick some more of these, huh?
to go with the ones I picked yesterday. Look at them, nice beans. Yep.
But this thing has grown. Look at here, Robbie. How these pumpkins. So there's still more down here. They've grown in this, all up in this chair. I mean, it's. Matter of fact, look at that big pumpkin hanging. It grew up on that chair, and the pumpkin's hanging around this arm of the chair.
They grow out the fence too.
See that?
Yep. Another one right there. But hopefully, the next time you see this jungle, it'll be.
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna have it looking better here in a little while. Get our fall things planted.
Yeah, I'm planning on planting some cabbage and collards and carrots, broccoli. What else did I say I was going to plant? Oh, some the little round things that look like cabbages. Slipped my mind. What is it? The little cabbages. Brussels sprout. Yeah.
Oh, we out here. Just running like crazy coming out of there. Say about Eli.
So, there's
Eli, Cooper, and Dutch.
a Luffa way over here too.
Yep, right there. They got those things hanging.
And I think I planted right here in this corner maybe 3, maybe 4 seeds.
And they went from there.
Yep.
Look at it taking over this fence line.
I mean, you plant these and let them go. I was told you can just cut the top off. I don't have no knife with me. You got your knife? Yes.
Got my britches on.
The only thing bad about these is the ants love the flowers. Maybe it was the other end I was supposed to cut off.
Don't cut your finger with that dull knife.
Yep, see? See, it's just come straight out like that.
Huh, like that.
I need to keep these. And then I was told you can soak this in the water and this will peel off and then you'll have your loofah. And you can I can slice these like within like ½ inches and put them in the bottom of my soap molds and put the soap on and it'll be like a scrubby in your soap.
I got you.
Yep.
Wait, we need to do that. Well, that's the first one I've seen that's dry enough to do it.
Yeah. Well, I could pick them off and they dry, but
yeah.
I'm just gonna let them dry on the thing. Yeah, those big ones will be real nice.
It's pretty cool there.
You can use them to scrub, like cleaning and stuff like that too.
And they get the seeds to plant them all over and do it all over again.
It won't take this many seeds to make more than that. Like I said, I only planted, let me see, I think there's maybe 4 plants here. 1, maybe 3.
Yep.
3.
And all this come from those 2 or 3 plants.
And look at the seeds I'm gonna get from all those.
That's a wise investment.
Yep. I can't even remember where I got the seeds from to begin with, but I'll have plenty to share if any of my friends want some.
Yep. Just let us know, we'll get them to you.
I mean, like I said, God gave us all we need.
He did. He gave us everything we need to survive on this
Scrub
earth.
our bodies with this.
The thing about it, though,
exfoliate your skin.
Yeah, most people today, though, you got to put a little effort with it instead of just going and buying it. And many people want to put any effort for it. But as for me and my house, that's what we're going to do. And I know there are a lot of other people on here that do the same thing. So seriously, once we start getting these, we'll let everybody know. If you want some, we maybe can mail you some.
Seeds, of course, I can do.
Yeah, seeds or the actual loop itself, where they can make the sponge.
When I make the soap, I'll have some too.
That's pretty cool. We can get a good.
I got to get off my bum and make my soap because it takes like 4 weeks for it to cure.
Yep.
But that's about it in the jungle.
Yep. That's it in a nutshell. And we got a good harvest of blueberries this past year.
Not as good as the last year.
Yeah, but
they were
still
bigger last year.
It's a cold compost pile.
Look over here in this one. This pile right here did look like that one.
Yep.
Got a tomato growing in one.
Yeah, this cold pile compost look like that one, and that's some good compost right there.
We fixing to start another 18 days.
Yep, we can get started on our 18-day compost pile. We pretty much it was a pretty good success, but yeah, we like to have variety of both the cold pile and the hot 18-day compost pile. I say hot, it gets hot, it'd be smoking.
Oh, yeah.
But there's our bunnies again. But they'll jump out. They about jumped out by me the other day. I don't know why they do that. They'll knock it down. There's the other one right there. She hadn't knocked her food down. Hope to get these married off here soon so we can have some baby bunnies. Okay, so we're back here in the garden. We've cleaned up all the everything out of the raised bed that you'd seen before. As you can see, it's starting to look a little bit better. Got all these vines from these beans off this trellis here. Remember there was flowers over here where they dug all that up, and those old rotten pallets got those up. Hauled 4 wheelbarrow loads of our compost that we have over there, some of the cold compost. I'm gonna do those in the first 4 beds, and now I'm over there with the and I'll take you over there in a minute, where the 18-day compost pile that we got the idea from Billy and William and Michelle at Permapastures Farm. We're going to use that in the other 4 beds. We're going to see which one outperforms the other. So stay tuned for that.
With another load.
And make sure.
Drop some.
Just got to have something to dig in, and they will.
That's gold, don't drop it.
Alrighty, we got all the beds filled back up with compost. We got the vines and the beans off the trellises. We'll leave the loofahs up there so we can let them dry out, and then we'll harvest those. Those are around the fence over there too. And we got to fill up these 2 beds. I don't know what Robert Lynn's gonna plant in there, but stay tuned. It's all looking good. We're gonna do away with these vines and let all this rest today, water it good, and then I think she's gonna plant the collards and broccoli.
This is our wood chip pile we accumulated when we had those trees cut down back in the spring, and we've been working on it today, using some of it to go in the refresh some of mine in the garden. We're working on the fall garden today. Here comes Hubby with the tractor. We have to do it the hard way, but we get it done. We don't have a front end loader, but we got one of those little buckets on the back of to work with what we got. These little scoop ain't that big. It takes a lot more. Ain't that powerful, but it gets it done. It beats having to shovel it with the wheelbarrow. You don't lose half of it before you get there. Nala and the girls. What's up, Nala? What's up, Nala? Wild men. They love to chase the golf cart. This is what we've been working on. People. When we got that, we had to work with a wheelbarrow and a shovel. We got that, I think, last year. I have been working. I just stopped so I can record. You don't want to see me. Right?
What?
They don't want to see me. I look like a booger.
I ain't never seen you when you look like a booger.
Good answer.
I got it. I'm gonna put it all the way down through there.
Yep, get it all cleaned out and We got our the weed control fabric down over there where it was all boogered up and grass was coming through. Got our beds planted. This is some seed I got from Little NC Farmer from. It was a drawing, and I won the seeds. It was like 10 different kinds of seeds, and this is some creasy greens. I've never heard of them, but I decided I'm gonna try them this fall and see what they turn out to be and if we like them. And this bed right here, I don't know if you can see them. They're coming up pretty good. Right there. I got some turnip greens and mustard, and I think I threw a few carrots in there. But we don't usually eat mustard or turnip greens, but I planted those for my daddy. He likes them. I'm going to try to grow him some this year. This right here is a bed full of kale. That's coming up pretty good. This bed right here is carrots. Several different kinds of carrots. I can't believe how fast they came up. And that little thing there volunteered. I think that's a squash, but I know it ain't gonna make it. I just let it stay in there. But those carrots came up pretty quick. This bed over here, I got turnips and some garden peas on the side. I'm gonna try to get me some garden peas before winter time. This right here is Brussels sprouts. That row right there is Brussels sprouts. This right here is cabbage. And those little beans, that's some, because we had beans in this bed before. Yep, a lot of those are just volunteering coming up with the seed drop. And I've already pulled up several of them, and this bed right here is broccoli. Now these plants, Lon got them from, where'd you get them from? Somewhere in Florence or Lake City.
Florence, yeah.
And they were,
used to be southern states.
They look real bad, but I didn't know if they were gonna make them or not. That one there looks kind of questionable.
Yeah, but all the rest of them look like that one.
Yeah.
They've been resurrected those.
I guess it was from sitting in those little trays for so long and didn't have water. But here's some broccoli. They don't look too bad. And some more peas I got on this trellis over here. You can see them. And I still got my gourds going. They're still doing pretty good. You can see them hanging.
Got a couple of them over there. That brown one over there is ready on the fence.
Yeah.
Right.
The ones on the fence. A couple of them are ready. There's one right there. There's several of them still growing. I'm going to let them grow and let them dry out, and I'll make some loofah sponges. I've already made one out of one of them. I've tried it.
There's carrots in here.
Here's some of our Cherokee Tan Pumpkins that we grew. We got a bunch of those this year. Yeah. Some of them are going to go to the cows and the horses, the ones without the stem. We're going to give them to the animals, and we're going to save the other ones. I'm going to try them. I've never cooked one, but I saw a video Miss Tipper Presley put out celebrating Appalachia.
Yep.
On her pumpkin bread.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try that with those pumpkins there, and this is my some of my lettuce I got going, and I got a couple tubs of garlic.
And we've been in here.
Yeah, we've been in there today too. We cleaned up all my blackberry and raspberry bushes, cut them back, and got that was a job getting all the grass out the beds and putting more chips in there, rearrange the rocks. The dogs had a mess in there, but they won't look that good for long, but them little varmints. But we've been busy today.
Looks a lot better than it did when the summer garden was ended.
Yeah, it looked pitiful.
It did.
It looks good when you first get the summer garden going, and then after everything's done what it's going to do.
It's really kind of a sad time when everything's wrapping up.
That's why I'm glad we got a, this is the first time we've had a fall garden.
Yeah, we like
it. Kind of keeps it going, keeps it alive.
Plus the
lively.
The raised beds is kind of isolated in here, and you kind of keep everything more organized, seem like, and can work it better.
Yeah, because our I don't know if y'all can see out there, our big garden's looking pretty pitiful out there.
Yeah, but
we got to get out there, and I don't know if I'm gonna pull it up and pull the weed fabric up, because we didn't put the fabric on the whole garden, but next year we are spraying. We're going to cover the whole garden.
Take everything up and redo the whole thing.
I was thinking about taking it all up and doing a good disc plow or whatever, and then plant some greens like turnips and stuff out there just for overwinter it.
Yeah.
And then in the spring we'll redo that out there.
So everything's planted and starting to come up pretty good, so hopefully we'll be able to show them harvest from this a little later on in the fall.
That there is an elderberry plant that just, I'll tell you, them things, like, you can't hardly kill them. We had one there that we dug up and moved, and that's a little sprout from it. I don't know, I hadn't decided what I'm gonna do about that. And that's my poor little peppers are still kicking. I got these are cow horn peppers. Some of them are still green.
That's a nice one right there.
Yeah, but then you can see that red one out there.
Yep. We'll move the other green stalk.
And there's some nasturtiums. That's the first time I've planted them this year, and they look real bad in the summer, but they like the cooler weather better, I think. And it's pretty cool. Not cool out here today, but it feels cool compared to 86
what it was earlier. Yeah.
No breeze.
I can't remember what it was. Somebody was talking this week, said the calendar says fall, but right here where we stay at, the temperatures don't say it yet, but you can tell it's not the summertime temp, so humidity's not been as bad. So I reckon we're gonna wrap this garden tour up, and as you can see, I don't know how much you said about the my little scoop pan, but
I told him it beats a shovel in them.
Yeah, it beats a shovel and wheelbarrow that far out, but it's rough on the neck looking around behind you. But it gets the job done, and hey, we like a lot of the rest of homesteaders on here that we use what we got.
We have to work with what we got.
Work with what we got. Plus, if you don't have like not having a front end loader stuff, you still got to move the wheelbarrow, use the wheelbarrow, and use your muscles. So and Robin Lynn does a lot of muscle too, but between my muscle and her brain, we get a lot accomplished right here, especially when it comes to gardening stuff. She knows more about these plants and stuff than I do, but and I'm learning as I go. I was raised up the old school, which she was too, as far as just planting the garden in the rows and everything out like my granddad used to do it. He didn't do her granddad either didn't hardly do anything organic. It was all the what we would consider now not really kind of the bad way, as far as the poison they used to put on it, the fertilizer they used. But anyway,
we survived it.
We survived that time, all this 54 years for me, and but we enjoy this garden spot. It's not just raising the food; it's therapy to get out here. It kind of looked bad. You probably seen that on the first part of this video with the old garden, the summer garden. It was just like a jungle in here. And but now to come back and see it, if you put a little bit of work, a little bit of effort to it, you can make it look good again. So we're just thankful and grateful that God's given us the strength to be able to do what we do out here. I hope you all enjoyed this garden tour. We'll bring you back once everything starts coming up. Maybe show you another video, and then maybe when we start harvesting our fall garden. I tell you, it's a lot nicer working the fall garden with the temperatures like they are, even though it's not completely fall weather yet. It's a lot better than it was in June, July, and August.
About 72, I think.
Yeah, and it's breezy and overcast here today in South Carolina, so it's pretty good. But anyway, like I said, we'll bring you back along as this garden continues to grow, and then when we harvest it at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this garden tour again, and until next time, remember, Jesus Christ loves you, and Jesus Christ is the answer for any and everything we're dealing with in life. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.